Hello and welcome, I'm RichieChaos67. You're watching my Warframe review of Lex Prime. Lex Prime is a classic Warframe weapon. It's one of the best sidearms in the game and one of the most useful. Let's get to it. I have actually two builds for it. One is actually better than the other, but there's actually a crit build and a status build. First things first, let's talk about the crit build. So this is pretty much my crit build. I got Prime Target Cracker. Of course, this could be improved. It's the main reason why I don't like using it. Prime Pistol Gambit. This just takes too many Forma. This is my preferred build. My Corrosive Blast, 99.5% status build. So let's test this against level 110 enemies like I normally do. Do a Corrupted Bombard. And then I'll go back over the build, talk about it a little bit, and then we'll end the video. It's going to be a real short one. It's just a Lex. It's not like it's a super powered weapon. Hold up, let me grab some energy. I mean, it's a great weapon, but you're not going to see me using it against level 110s. You know, you're going to see that right now why. As you can see, against 110s, just there it goes. It just takes a while. That status, I mean, once it procs, it's nice, but it takes a while. But to a more fair enemy, to what the Lex can actually deal with, let's jump down to 65. Actually, let's jump that up to like almost 75. I think 75 is a fair level. You won't see me using the Lex in like high tier. If I'm gonna be using a high tier weapon, I'm gonna be using my AK Lex, not my Lex. Yeah, about a couple clips, 16 shots. This doesn't perform as well as, you know, the AK Lex Prime. The AK Lex Prime is better for higher tier enemies, and the Lex Prime is just for your normal day-to-day missions. And the reason for that is because the AK Lex has more ammo, more fire rate, and you can actually kill enemies quicker because the fact that you have the same amount of damage, but you just have more ammo and better fire rate, which also means you can land at more conclusive shots. So let's just go to the build real quick and we'll just wrap it up there. Now, if I wanted to, I can actually drop one of these for, like, let's see, where is it? Where's Magnum Force? Magnum Force, which is more damage but lower accuracy, but with the single shot pistol, it's not good to use Magnum Force on it. For something like the Ascaletos, which is already a close range weapon, you know, Magnum Force is not a bad way to go on it. But for this build, I wouldn't put Magnum Force on it. It doesn't make any sense. You got Hornet Strike for damage anyways, which I could actually max that out, but I don't have the credits or the endo to do that. Auger Pact is one of the more essential mods here. I mean, I guess I could have put let's see, Prime Heated Charge for more blast damage, which would bring the blast up to 2800, but it would lower everything else considerably too much. So for balanced stats overall, I just used Auger Pact. You could also put on, you know, Stunning Reload, which would put it up to 99.7 reload goes up, but again, the damage goes considerably down, and it's just not worth the 0.2% increase to status chance. So this is pretty much my Lex build. Like I said, this is what I usually use. It's a 3 Forma, pretty much. I believe it's two additional motorized, because I believe this one, actually no, it's just 3 motorized. I think this actually would be based on it, because I normally wouldn't put a dash on my builds. So I think all you have to really do is just put 2 or 3 motorized, and you're pretty much set to go. You don't got to really put Lethal Torrent unless you want to increase the fire rate, which is its weakness. But again, you don't want to put Magnum Force on it because you would kill your accuracy, and the accuracy for this weapon is already terrible already. So you wouldn't want to increase or decrease the accuracy already. Its base is only 16. Um, but yeah, that's my Lex Prime build. It's a good weapon. Um, it's not my preferred weapon anymore. It used to be. It probably still says that on my profile. But my preferred weapon to go for when I want high tier enemies is generally my Ascaletos. Um, I mean, this weapons don't push over either. Usually, like I said, when I do super high tier, like sortie level enemies, or sortie sidearm only, I generally use my AK Lex just because it scales better, and because with the additional shots, the AK Lex suits more of a crit build rather than a status build. So I'll see you guys next time, and like, comment, subscribe below. Again, I'm Raging Chaos 67, and glad to have you watching.